In this demo, you're going to see some survey data be loaded into the API, which we can reference as noise data for accurate planning. So we've collected some survey data by driving around this area. Let's go ahead and load all that data straight into the API. In this case, we're loading in about 4,000 records for a UHF signal. Click the button here and the data is pushed into the API. Now that we've got the data, we can go ahead and work with it. As a visual reference, I'm just going to load in the data set so that we can actually see it on the map. And so let's go ahead and load that as survey data. So if you were doing coverage analysis, this is the same tool that you would use for looking at drive test data. So there we can actually see the signal measurements along the roads here. And in this demo, the transmitter was over here to the west, so this is the strongest noise over here, and the quietest noise is to be found over to the east. The expectation is that we will have better coverage for the same site, for the same transmission equipment to the east than we would to the west. Let's test that now. So database is enabled as my noise source, and let's click on the map here and have a look. Okay, so this is just some generic parameters for a UHF handheld here, and this is getting me about 1 kilometer. The output radius is actually set to 3 kilometers, and we have a 10 dB threshold. So let's go ahead and walk this route. So let's go east and create another one. Okay, much larger, clearly, and I can see that went about 1.8 kilometers, and you can see the difference. Same settings. Keep going east, another large calculation, and then at the far east here, let's have a look at this one, nearly 2 kilometers. So a drastic difference in coverage with the same settings and the same noise threshold, only the noise floor data has been sourced from survey data, so this is much more accurate planning.